chicken. What? 25 minutes. Put it on yours too.
All right, see.
Okay, all right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Kakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutation to the whole elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, we're the brothers down here in GMS Mississippi camp. I'm the brother Yashua Moth, and to my left.
Yeah.
All right, and what we want to get into today, the final script, as we see how things are playing out. Well, we have to understand when you go into prophecy, these are all signs that we're in that final stretch, man. Okay, this is it. Okay, what Esau Edom, wants to try to do in the earth is bring this new world order. Well, this is a sign, all right, that he's at his end. This is a sign that Yahweh Shai is going to return. And the Bible doesn't give us an exact date, but it gives us signs. So let's deal with some of these signs according to prophecy, man. Yeah, so you can say,
No, you got it.
You got it, bro.
All right, this is Second Ezra's 9th chapter, the first verse. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So it said, measure the time diligently. So what's the measurement that we use? The prophecies. So when we look at what's happening in real time in the earth, we measure it to the prophecies. Okay, see how they measure up to the signs we've been given in the prophecies, man. So the prophecies are the measuring stick. This is how we measure where we at as far as the second coming of Yahweh Shai. Because that's what we're measuring. Everything is being measured based on Yahweh Shai's second coming. Because that's the faith and the patience of the saints, is that second coming. So we look at the signs that we was given, okay, to measure the time with. Okay, you got it, bro.
It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So we're seeing all the signs that's showing that Yahweh Shai is getting ready to visit this place. Because the Heavenly Father is not going to come and pay this place a visit. He's going to send Yahweh Shai. And before Yahweh Shai comes, the Lord's going to start to send plagues on the earth. That's part of the visitation as well. He's going to visit this place with plagues. Okay? So when you go into all the plagues, okay, in the scriptures, well, we know it's going to be civil unrest, violence. It's going to be pestilence, certain diseases. Okay, it's going to be war. All right, it's going to be famine. And that's the Lord visiting this place, man. Because the scriptures speak about how he's going to humble the proud. Okay, he's going to humble the proud through what? Evil times, bad times. As the scriptures say, perilous times, You got it, bro.
It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
Yeah, so the Lord always spoke of these things in the scriptures. Everything was always leading to the second coming. That's why you even go to the book of Jude. Let's get there real quick. In the book of Jude, when you speak about the angels, probably should be Jude. Like, when you get Jude, let me see real quick. It might be. Oh yeah, 14. Yep.
Jude 1 and 14.
Yep.
And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord come with 10,000 of his saints.
Yeah, so you go even to Jude, and he speaks about Enoch, which we don't have the book of Enoch, okay? But it's understood that he was a prophet, okay? And that he spoke about the coming of Yahushua, okay? The book of Enoch that Esau got out there, some BS, okay? But we know what we need to know concerning Enoch, which represents the elect, you know, because he was translated, all right, from an evil time, you know. But going back to the point of the Lord spoke about the second coming of Yahushua during the time of Enoch. That's how you know everything else was predestined to play out to this point. Okay? So now we on that final stretch. Now, what Enoch was prophesying way back then, we here now. We at the doorstep of that second coming. He said he's saying Yahushua. Read again, Bible shot.
This is Jude 1:14.
Yep.
It says, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord coming with 10,000 of his saints.
Yeah, so that's Yahushua in the heavenly host. He seen Revelation 19. You know, you can say something.
Yeah, also what? 2 Corinthians 13 chapter.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. So
yeah. Come.
Yep, going into of course, how Yahushua Yahushua, and when he come again with this heavenly host, which the verse 15 is gonna go into it, and to execute judgment, because it's when Yahushua come, and they're gonna be, hey, he's done talking. You know, it says to execute judgment. See, and again in this final stretch, Yahushua Yahushua, he got his prophets out there, a warning before that great damnation come down in the earth, man.
Exactly, bro.
It says to execute judgment upon all, to convince all that are ungodly among them of their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed.
No, so Yahushua gonna show you niggas you was wrong. He gonna show Esau that he was off through judgment. Like you said, Yahushua not coming back to talk. This the talking here. We doing the talking. You see, this is what Yahushua left us down here to do, is to verbally warn. All right, you Israelites, man. Okay, but then it's gonna come a time to the warning gonna stop. Now it's just gonna be judgment. See, Yahushua just coming to lay down judgment. He coming to break this shit up. You see, right now, this is your verbal warning every day, all throughout the day. Stop, nigga, stop, nigga. You know, all day, every day. So it's gonna get to the point, all right, famine of the word, chaos, MOTB, Third World War, Yahushua on your ass, man.
Yep.
You see,
Yahushua get on your ass, that's it. Who gonna pull him off?
Huh?
You know?
Yeah.
So hey, the time is now again, man. Going into the final stretch, man. Hey, this is the time is now to get it, man. You know, because all prophecy is pointing, like brothers get into it. All prophecy is pointing towards what? Yahushua is coming, and the judgment that he's coming with, that he's bringing, man.
Yep.
You know, it says, and of their, it's like it's and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him.
Woo! Oh, that's beautiful. Because what you see an uptick in people talking shit about the Bible. You Israelites, mainly the nigga woman, talking this shit about the Bible. Okay. And then guess what? Like we talked about at camp, what they've been talking about, the judgment. You know, like the Most High, some just tyrannical villain. Okay. So all you people that's, you know, trying to critique the Most High, he just finna show you. He finna show you what this shit is. Because telling you don't do it.
Right.
So the Lord gotta take it up a notch. He just gonna tell you niggas what it is. I mean, it's like he gonna show you niggas what it is. He gonna make you say what Jake say, I'm gonna make you feel me.
Are you feel me?
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be literal. Okay. You got it, bro. Yeah, read that again about that heart.
It says, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him.
Yeah, all these hard speeches, beginning with Esau. Because Esau, he the one set the precedent for people to be rebellious and feel like they can critique the Most High. Esau set that precedent in the earth. Because that's all he do is challenge the Most High. His science, everything that he does is about challenging the Most High. Okay, and he set that precedent for people to follow to follow that example, man. Okay, but there's a punishment for that, and now we see everything coming full circle because the Lord getting ready to punish, man. You know, you had something.
No, I'm gonna get that Matthew. You know,
yeah, you got
just going right back into that final stretch because the signs, you know, these signs that Yahweh Shah he left, you know, for the prophets. You know, basically, you know, for us to letting us know, hey, what to expect, what to look forward to. You know, again, we're measuring what we were measuring until his return, which goes to show how far he's out. You know, it says, and he said upon the, so like this is Matthew 24:3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, "Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?" And Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, "Take heed that no man deceive you."
And so he said, the sign of thy coming and the end of the world, which is speaking of the end of this age. Because what was the disciples always inquiring about? The kingdom of Israel. Without now restore the kingdom into Israel. So it wasn't talking about the end of the earth, when the earth won't exist no more, and everybody just gonna be spirits floating in, you know, the spiritual realm. No, it's speaking about the end of this current age of Esau Edom. When is going to be the end of this nigga rulership? That's what our forefather was inquiring about. That's what this what it's been about since the beginning. Okay, Israel being restored back to power forever, man. And now we here. Now we on the final stretch of that.
Because we understand that Esau is the end of the world. Yeah, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So when Esau is again, we inquired on, hey, when is the everlasting kingdom gonna be set up? You know, when are we gonna get it back? You know? You know, but it says for many shall come in my name, saying that I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. Yeah, so you see, especially with this podcast, influencers, culture, everybody, you know, got it figured out. Everybody move like they got some type of chosen knowledge, or they this type of chosen figure they're gonna lead the way past this bullshit. Okay, then Esau Edom, he's the biggest, you know, false prophet, because he's gonna present this new world order as the way. Like, look, this is the way. This is technology. AI is the savior. Okay, so we see that there's a lot of things that's trying to take the place of Yahweh Shai, and mainly Esau with his technology. Now you got simple niggas acting like they, you know, some type of chosen anointed nigga. Okay, but the biggest false prophet, okay, is this beast system that this devil is trying to replace Yahweh Shai with, man. You know, you got it, bro. Yeah, so it's a spirit, because I have set up a lesson basically, you know, send a message to myself. This morning that he wants you helpless and in compliance with his NWO.
Exactly. You got it, bro.
Yeah, so he wants you to depend on, you know, again, he want to take that that dependence from Yahweh Shai. He wants you to put that on him. He want to be your God, man.
Yep.
You know, he want to be that the one that you come to for the healing, you know, the help. You know, even because you even got niggas that pray to this nigga.
Yeah.
You know,
they got AI churches.
Yep.
Yeah, they got AI churches, bro. People already worship AI, even if they don't go to the AI church. People already worship this AI. They can't function without it. They spend all this time, like, what you got, AI companion apps?
Yep.
Motherfucker going to AI for therapy. Motherfucker go having relationships with AI. AI girlfriend, boyfriend, silly shit. So people already are being conditioned to depend on this shit, man. Not just for entertainment, but for emotional support and guidance. And yeah, that's gonna be a beautiful lesson you put together. Cause what you say, he wants to do what?
He wants you helpless.
Yeah, exactly. Compliance. Exactly. He wants you dependent and compliant, man. That's exactly what this nigga doing. You know, you got it, bro.
So because when he strip it away, you know, shut all this shit down, he gonna come to you with a solution. And that solution is, hey, if you want everything to go back, you know, if you want that peace amongst yourself again, then guess what? Well, hey, surrender yourself, you know, and be in compliance with what? His NWO, with what? Making yourself subject to receiving the MOTB.
You gotta merge with this technology.
Right.
Yeah, you want them privileges back, but then he gonna present it like the privileges have been upgraded. So you want these privileges back,
Bigger and better.
Yeah. You gotta merge with the technology, man. It's the only way. You didn't go present it. It's the only way, you know?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but on the flip side, we already know. See, the thing about it is, the devil been exposed. So, what you could say, if it was possible, they should deceive the very elect, you know. But it ain't possible, man. You know. So, the thing about it is, we gonna have to solely depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushua in those times, man.
Yep.
You know. But going back into the prophecies, Matthew 24 and verse 6, it says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
Yeah, so we're constantly hearing about these circulating stories dealing with war, you know, and we get into that, you know, and we know that there's other things that have to be implemented before this war go haywire. Okay, but we see the pieces being moved, so when they do actually go to war, they already got everything in place. You know, that's why we're seeing all this military hardware being moved around and stationed and troops being deployed here and this and that. They putting these things in place, okay, for when war go haywire, man. So we're seeing the war moves, but then there's still other things that the devil has to do, okay, because he got to set up, he got to fully set up this digital infrastructure, all right, the digital public infrastructure, DPI, okay, before, you know, he can make the CHIP mandate, all right, where he can make this CHIP mandatory, because once he set up this infrastructure, now he can lock you out if you don't take this technology. So once he get this infrastructure to where he can lock you out for not having it, he gonna make it mandatory, man. Yep. You know, go ahead, bro.
It says, "For nation shall rise against nations,
yep,
and kingdom against kingdoms,
yep,
and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Yeah. So, what we're seeing is, again, the Lord. This is Yahweh Shem Yahushua strategically placing this man, putting him in certain positions, prepping him for what? Prepping him for the end game, man. You know, because scripture say, when it's gonna seem like, you know, when he go to fill his belly, but the Lord gonna interrupt that shit. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So
the Iran Supreme Leader warns. Matter of fact, it's like for cutting you off, bro. Good. But it just gave us a headline as the brother was talking. Let me see. He said Iran Supreme Leader warns of regional war in Middle East if U.S. attacks.
Yep. And see, that's the ultimate end game, man. The Lord to gather all these nations in Yahweh Shaphat, man. You over in the Middle East, ultimately to bring it. This is ultimately the usher in Yahweh Shah to fulfill prophecy, man. This is right here is going to disarm the earth, man. This when Yahweh Shah come and put down the military. The earth is disarmed, man. You know, so shit. Where are you gonna try to? You're not gonna try to come up against Lord, even because even the military can't do a damn thing against them, man.
Yep,
powerless, man.
It's gonna make you people powerless. Yep. Man. Matter of fact, what's that? Get it real quick in Haggai 2 and 22. That's gonna go into it. You know, gonna make you devils powerless, man. All right, you heathen, you're gonna be powerless. That's a beautiful point. Yahweh Shah gonna come and disarm the earth. Okay, he gonna break this shit up militarily, economically, the infrastructure, the social structure, all this shit gonna be broke up, man. Go ahead.
And this is Haggai 2 and 22.
Yep.
And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms.
Yep.
And I will destroy the strength of the kingdom of the heathen.
And he will overthrow the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen. So what's their strength? Their military. Like you said, because you can have all the money you want, but you ain't got no military, you ain't got shit.
You ain't got nothing enforced.
Yeah. You know, because how is the world order enforced? Okay, through military might. So read that again from the top.
It says, and Haggai 2 and 22, and I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen.
Yep.
And I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them.
And today there's the fighter jets, you know, the modern day chariots. Okay, and the cavalry of these heathens is the fighter jets, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and the horses and their riders shall come down.
Yep, shall come down. You see? So all these air forces of these militaries are going to come down. The ground troops, they're gonna, hey, all this gonna be obliterated. Yahushua gonna literally turn into powder. America gonna be turned to a desert, and these militaries gonna be turned to powder, man.
Yep.
Okay. What Ezra seen, all I seen was, he seen Yahushua, and then he seen that big force coming to him, and then he said, matter of fact, get it real quick, since you mentioned the spirit want that. Because that's what the final scratch lead to. You heathens gonna have to deal with Yahushua. When nigga get through talking that shit, all this, everybody with these opinions, and everybody's so cute with their little social media. On the end of the day, you heathens finna have to get ready to deal with Yahushua head up. Okay? You got it, bro.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. And we start at 1.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
It says, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof.
Go ahead.
And it's speaking of, the heavens. It says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, Yahushua.
Going back to what Jude seen. He waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, man. That's Yahushua coming back with that heavenly host. Go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him.
Yep. So Yahushua on that chariot. All right, because that's that judgment seat. That's him, because it speaks about that great white throne. Okay, well, what does a king do on his throne? You see, the king didn't just sit on his throne and hang out. When the king went to the throne room, cases were brought before him, and he would judge those matters from his throne. Okay, that's what the throne represents. So Yahushua, that great white throne, gonna be that chariot. Okay, which is gonna be judging in the earth, man. You see, go ahead.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice.
Yeah, so the mouth represents the opening of the chariot. Okay, so it said the mouth, the voice went out of his mouth. They're speaking about that power coming out the opening of their chariot, their fire. Because that's how the Lord coming. That's gonna be the language of Yahushua when he come back, is fire. Okay, he's coming back to judge with fire. Go ahead. There you go.
It says, like as the earth fell it when it filled the fire.
Yep, go ahead.
And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Yeah, so this all these heathens gathering together to come against Yahushua. Go ahead.
It says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
Yep, so it was like Ezra described the chariot like a great mountain, and Yahushua is flying on it. Okay, so Yahushua gonna be on top of that chariot, man, getting busy. Go ahead.
It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight.
Yeah, he got to put the spirit on them to fight. All that power, they gonna be able to feel that power. You know, they said the earth gonna be railing to and fro, man. When Yahushua and the angels come, you know what type of, intro this gonna be. And these gotta think about it, these mere mortals, and they seeing this, they up there in them fighter jets seeing this, man, they gonna be like, shit. But the Lord gonna put the spirit on them to come with it, man, for the sake of prophecy, man. To fight Yahushua. Go ahead.
Fighting a losing battle.
A losing battle.
It says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Yeah, so Yahushua just on there chilling, and that chariot gonna be getting busy. Yahushua gonna be on top of that chariot, and under him, he just gonna be judging everything. That fire from that chariot just gonna be coming, and he gonna get into it. Go ahead.
It says, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire.
Yep.
And of his lips a flaming breath.
Yep.
And out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Yeah, so it's just that chariot, just gonna be shooting fire in all directions, all fashion. He's like a tempest. So he's seen like fire tornadoes, he's seen lasers, he's seen like hurricane fire, he just seen all type of. Ezra's like, damn. Go ahead.
It says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight.
Yeah, so fell with violence on the multitude that was prepared to fight. So Ezra just seeing fire come from Yahushua's chariot in all type of fashion, man. Like you spray a water hole, you know how You can have it to where it's one screen, then it's a sprinkler,
Right.
then it's flat and wide. So he just seeing all type of, you know, fire come out in many different forms. All right, that concentrated fire from their chariot, man, and it's just falling. So you know, Yahushua gonna be over these, because see, them fighters just can only go so far. So Yahushua gonna be over them, you know.
Yep.
And that fire just gonna be coming down on their ass, man. Go ahead.
It says, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived.
Nothing was to be perceived. Go ahead.
But only dust and the smell of smoke.
Only dust and the smell of smoke.
When I saw this, I was afraid.
Yeah. So Ezra was like, dang. He seen this great multitude, man. All this, you know, the world's military. Yeah.
The world power will come to naught.
Yep. But when after he seen Yahushua get down, he looking like shit. Dust. You know, easy work, man.
Yeah.
And this is what that final scratch leading up to, man. You know, I think that's good. Yeah, we can end it there, man. Yeah. What else? What better way to end it except the victory of Yahushua, man? You know, so Lord will you, brothers. All right, and you few sisters edified once again. We give all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem Kakodash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutation, hopefully. Shalom.
Shalom.